Do you want to save money on your garden maintenance? Well, we all know that maintaining a beautiful garden can sometimes feel like a hole in our pockets. But what if I told you that it's entirely possible to keep your garden lush and vibrant without breaking the bank? Yes, you heard that right. This video is your ultimate guide to practical, easy-to-implement tips that can help you save money while maintaining your garden. From planning your garden smartly to composting at home, from DIY pest control to efficient watering techniques, we'll cover it all. We'll show you how making small changes in your gardening routine can lead to big savings. So, whether you're a seasoned gardener looking to cut down on costs or a beginner starting your first garden, this video is for you. We're excited to share these cost-effective gardening tips with you. Stay tuned if you're interested in making your garden thrive while keeping your pockets happy. Planning your garden carefully can save you a lot of money. Yes, you heard it right. Your garden planning strategy can be a game changer for your wallet. One of the essential aspects of creating a garden that's both beautiful and economical is the initial planning phase. Picture your garden as a blank canvas, and you are the artist. You wouldn't just splash paint haphazardly, would you? No, you'd have a vision, a plan. This is the same principle that applies to your garden. The first step to a cost-efficient garden is understanding your region's climate and the type of soil you have. This is crucial because not all plants thrive in all environments. Choosing plants that are well suited to your climate and soil type can save you a considerable amount of money. You won't be constantly replacing plants that don't survive, and you'll spend less on water and care. Now let's talk about the magic of companion planting. This is a method of planting specific plants together to support each other's growth. Some plants, for instance, can help deter pests that are harmful to their companions. Others can help enrich the soil with essential nutrients, reducing the need for expensive fertilizers. Companion planting is like creating a mini ecosystem in your garden, which is not just economical, but also sustainable. Consider, for example, the classic trio of corn, beans, and squash, often referred to as the three sisters. These three plants support each other in growth. The corn provides a structure for the beans to climb. The beans provide nitrogen to the soil, and the squash spreads along the ground, blocking the sunlight and preventing weeds. By practicing good planning and companion planting, you can reduce the need for expensive pesticides and fertilizers. This strategy not only saves you money, but is also better for the environment. In conclusion, planning your garden isn't just about aesthetics, it's also about efficiency and economy. So, before you start planting willy-nilly, take a moment to plan. Consider your climate, your soil, and the benefits of companion planting. Remember, a well-planned garden is a cost-efficient garden. Ever thought about turning your kitchen waste into garden gold? Composting at home is a simple and effective way to do just that. It's a process that transforms organic waste into nutrient-rich soil, often referred to as black gold by garden enthusiasts. Imagine this. Each time you toss out coffee grounds, fruit peels, or vegetable scraps, you're throwing away potential nutrients for your garden. By composting these items instead, you create a natural, rich supplement for your garden soil. This reduces the need for store-bought soil and fertilizers, saving you money and reducing your carbon footprint. Composting not only benefits your wallet, but it also contributes to a healthier garden. The compost nourishes your plants, improves soil structure, and encourages beneficial insects. It's a win-win situation. You reduce waste and create a thriving, lush garden. So next time you're about to discard those banana peels or coffee grounds, think twice. Don't throw away those vegetable peels just yet. They might be your garden's next best friend. Pest control can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. With a little bit of creativity and some common household items, you too can implement effective DIY pest control methods that not only save money, but also reduce the need for chemical pesticides. Let's start with one of the most common garden pests, slugs. Rather than buying expensive slug pellets, did you know that something as simple as coffee grounds can deter these slimy invaders? That's right. Your morning cup of joe could be the key to a slug-free garden. Just sprinkle the used grounds around your plants and watch as the slugs steer clear. Another common pest, aphids, can wreak havoc on your garden. But before you reach for that bottle of chemical spray, consider this. A mixture of water and mild dish soap can be just as effective. Simply spray the solution on the affected plants and the aphids will soon be a thing of the past. For those pesky rodents that seem to find their way into every nook and cranny, consider using peppermint oil. Rodents despise the smell of peppermint, and a few drops around your garden can keep them at bay. Plus, your garden will smell minty fresh. Now let's talk about ants. These tiny creatures can cause big problems, but a simple solution of white vinegar and water can deter them. Spray it around your garden, focusing on ant trails and nests. Lastly, for those of you dealing with larger pests like deer or rabbits, consider using a homemade repellent. A mixture of eggs, water, and garlic can do the trick. It's safe for your plants, unpleasant for the pests, and significantly cheaper than store-bought alternatives. Remember, the goal of DIY pest control isn't just to save money. It's also about reducing our reliance on harmful chemicals, creating healthier gardens, and fostering a more sustainable way of life. So the next time you spot a pest in your garden, before reaching for that expensive pesticide, consider these DIY solutions. Say goodbye to pricey pesticides and hello to clever, cost-saving pest solutions. Scene script. Water is a precious resource, and efficient watering can significantly cut down your garden expenses. Imagine this. You're sipping a warm cup of coffee, the sun is just beginning to peek over the horizon, and you're watering your garden. It seems like a peaceful morning routine, doesn't it? But it's more than that. It's a strategic move. Watering your garden early in the morning or late in the evening, when the sun is low, reduces the rate of evaporation. This means more water for your plants and less wasted. And if you're a night owl, don't worry, you're not left out. Watering in the late evening also reaps the same benefits. So choose a time that works for you and stick to it. Consistency is key in maintaining a lush and healthy garden. Now let's talk about rain. Yes, you heard it right, rain. It's nature's way of watering your plants and it's free. But how can you make the most of it? Rain barrels, my friends. These are containers that collect and store rainwater from your roof that would otherwise be lost to runoff and diverted to storm drains and streams. A rain barrel is a simple and relatively cheap way to conserve water. You'd be surprised how much rain a small roof can collect. And the best part? The water collected is naturally soft, free of chlorine, lime, or calcium, making it excellent for gardens. You're not just saving water here, you're saving money too. Less water wasted means lower water bills. And let's not forget the satisfaction of doing your bit for the environment. In essence, efficient watering isn't just about the when, but also the how. It's about understanding your garden's needs, the weather patterns, and using tools like rain barrels. You're not just growing a garden, you're cultivating a sustainable lifestyle. With smart watering, your garden and your wallet can both stay green. Saving money on garden maintenance is easier than you think. So let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've shared today. First off, we explored the importance of careful garden planning. By assessing your space, your climate, and your soil, you can choose plants that will thrive in your specific conditions. This not only reduces the need for expensive fertilizers and pesticides, but also saves you the cost of having to replace plants that don't survive. Next, we dove into the world of home composting. It's a simple, eco-friendly way to recycle kitchen and garden waste into nutrient-rich compost for your plants. Not only does this reduce the amount of waste going to landfill, it also means you can cut back on the cost of buying commercial compost and soil conditioners. Then, we looked at DIY pest control. By understanding the pests in your garden and using natural homemade solutions, you can deal with these unwelcome visitors without resorting to costly and potentially harmful chemical pesticides. It's a win for your pocket, your plants, and the planet. Finally, we discussed efficient watering techniques. By watering deeply but infrequently, using mulch to reduce evaporation, and watering at the right times of day, you can ensure your plants get the moisture they need without wasting precious water. This not only helps to conserve this valuable resource, but can also significantly reduce your water bill. So, as you can see, with a little bit of planning and some savvy strategies, you can maintain a beautiful, thriving garden without breaking the bank. And remember, every penny saved on garden maintenance is a penny that can be spent elsewhere, whether that's on other home improvements, a family vacation, or simply saved for a rainy day. Implement these tips and watch your garden flourish while your expenses dwindle. Happy gardening, and here's to saving more.